Hello, my name is Pete Gerlach. I am a veteran family systems therapist and the author of the nonprofit educational website at sfhelp.org. This is one of a whole series of videos that I'm glad to upload to pass on to you what I've learned over 33 years as a therapist and 70 years of being on the planet. This video tackles a problem that is vexing for many of us. It certainly is for me. And the problem is excessive procrastination. Think of the last time you thought you ought to do something and found yourself rationalizing and saying, oh, well, I'll do it tomorrow or next Thursday or 2 weeks from now. Some procrastination is normal. Excessive procrastination causes things like guilt and shame and secrecy. So this video is a summary attempt to help you understand, at least my opinion, what causes procrastination, excessive procrastination, and more importantly, what can you do to reduce it? The word procrastinate, I looked that up and found that it comes from Latin roots meaning put off until tomorrow. So guess what? This is an ancient problem. It's not current with our space age. Often, see if you agree, procrastinating is seen as something negative. We either judge ourselves badly, I shouldn't procrastinate, I'm weak, I'm dumb, I'm bad, or we judge other people badly. Well, you keep putting off things that you ought to be responsible for. So there's an emotional flavor to procrastination that causes other problems. To understand and reduce excessive procrastination, because there's some normal procrastination and there's excessive procrastination, to understand and reduce it, the fundamental thing that you must know, in my opinion, is that your personality, you are a normal, unique human being. Your personality, like everybody else, is composed of subselves. Subselves are similar to the players in an orchestra or in a sports team. Each player, or each subself, has a unique function. There are 3 types of subselves. One of them can be called your true self. The specialty of this subself is to make inherently wise short-term and long-term decisions. There are many, many other active subselves. I'm not going to go into detail on that because other videos and lesson 1 in my website gives you much more information on this idea of personality subselves. So I encourage you to fully understand what I'm about to say. Study lesson 1 and or the related videos in playlist 1 on my Gersaken channel, Gercacn. Now, if you accept that your personality is made up of active subselves, in order to understand what causes procrastination, try out this little drama, see if this fits. One of your subselves, or several, who might be called your adult subself, your perfectionist, or your inner critic. Those are all standard. Most people have these types of subselves. They say, you know, we really ought to do X now. And X might be, let's sit down and do our taxes. Or, let's go and make a dental appointment. We need to get these fillings taken care of. Something that is inherently hard work and may risk some degree of emotional or physical pain. So you have some subselves that say, let's do X now. Guess what? When that happens, other subselves activate. They go from inactive to active, and they might be a worrier subself whose job it is to give you worries to keep you safe, or another common subself is a catastrophizer who specializes in bringing you thoughts and images of the very worst thing that could happen. So either or both of those active, well-meaning subselves would say, oh, but if we do the taxes or go to the dentist, we're going to get hurt. We're going to lose money. We're going to discover that we owe the government. We're going to have teeth pulled. Oh no! Ah. So they become active and give you some thoughts right away that cause inner stress. When that happens, another subself, or several, called the scared child activates. Oh no! We're going to get hurt. Something bad is going to happen. Ah! So now your scared child is giving you thoughts and feelings, and you have a multiple group of subcells all generating thoughts and emotions and feelings. Do X, don't do X, we're going to get hurt if we do X, all at once. This takes about 2 seconds. It's all unconscious. When your scared child activates, goes from quiet to active, guess what? One of your standard guardian or protector subcells goes from quiet to active, and he or she can be called your procrastinator. The specialty of this powerful common subself is to fill your mind with convincing thoughts and images and urges. You know, let's do the taxes Sunday. We'll have more time then. And let's go to the dentist next week. You know, first we have to rake the lawn, or clean the car, or take care of the kids, or clean up the kitchen, or blah blah blah. The procrastinator gives you thoughts and urges to try and protect your inner child or children who are scared. This all happens unconsciously. Now you have a group of subcells arguing, do X, don't do X, do something else. One last common subself that activates favors your procrastinator. This one can be called the magician. He or she is talented at distorting reality and will do anything that he or she can to convince you it really is a better decision to put off X, whatever X is. So this complex internal dialogue among all these well-meaning subcells goes on over 2 or 3 seconds. It translates to a welter of feelings and thoughts and urges, some of which are conscious, others aren't, and you wind up making a decision. You either do X now or you don't. How can you change this? I'm not going to go into detail here other than to encourage you. Study Lesson 1 in my nonprofit website. I'm going to give you a link in a minute to where to go to find that. Lesson 1 will first of all acquaint you with your subcells. It will give you a way of finding out and identifying who are they and what do they do. And most importantly, it will give you a practical, effective way that you, your true self, can dialogue with various subcells and organize and harmonize them so you can make an appropriate decision now. Should we do X now? Should we do it in 2 days? Should we do it next Monday? Your true self balances many different factors and wisely decides, should we do X now or later? Your true self is not impulsive and does not act out of fear or shame or guilt. She or he acts out of wisdom and wide-angle, long-range perspective. So, can you reduce chronic or excessive procrastination? I vote yes. In order to do so, begin by learning to meet your subcells and learn how to dialogue with them. Study Lesson 1 at my website. It's free, it's online. There are no ads whatsoever, none. It's simply an educational self-improvement website. Here's a link to Lesson 1. If you look on my channel, you'll find 3 different playlists which contain a whole group of videos that support Lesson 1 in my website. I encourage you, if you are a procrastinator, meaning if you're often ruled by a procrastinator subself instead of your true self, I hope you'll get motivated to find out more about your subselves and how to reorganize and retrain them. Here's the link. And if you have any questions, as always, or comments about this video, or any of the videos or the website, I welcome your constructive feedback. Thanks so much for watching.